So welcome back after lunch. My name is Ehsan Sharif. I'm the managing director of company Infocore. It's indeed pleasure, privilege for me to stand here to present the first electric vehicle made in the whole Middle East and African region. And as you see, the story is developed for a company called ElNasr, a company from Egypt, a part of the Ministry of Public State Companies. I have Mr. Hani Al-Kholi, who is the CEO here, who will be presenting this exciting story together of the first electric vehicle made in Egypt, engineered by a German company, FEV. So I have Mr. Michael Hogue, who is the Group Vice President of FEV, a very big automotive supplier company based in Aachen, and Infocore itself, who has powered them with the Siemens software. On that note, I would like to invite Michael Hogue to talk about this journey.
Yeah, good afternoon also from my side, and thank you very much, Ehsan, for the kind introduction. First of all, for the few of you who are not familiar with FEV, I want to give some information about FEV. Who is FEV? What are we doing? So FEV is one of the biggest private-owned and independent engineering supplier in the automotive world, with now more than 6,500 employees worldwide. Founded 40 years ago as a spin-off of the University of Aachen, and our headquarters is still in Aachen, but we, as you can see on the slide, we have a huge local footprint with subsidiaries all over the world. In Europe, many subsidiaries, but also in Asia and in the Americas. Our company is organized. We have 5 different business units. The first is vehicle development. Here we develop body-in-white, interior, exterior, chassis parts, and also here is the responsibility for the complete vehicle development, all the vehicle attributes like passive safety, durability, NVH, and so on. And then we have powertrain. Here we develop powertrains, ICE powertrains, as well as battery electrical powertrains. And the third pillar of FEV is intelligent mobility and software. Here we have the competence combined or collected for all the ADAS systems and autonomous driving systems. And the fourth and newest business unit is called energy. Here it's the only part of FEV who is not working in the automotive world. Here we are supporting energy supplier. And then we have software and testing solution. Here we produce and develop test beds for the automotive industry. And last but not least, we have an own consulting department. Okay, and as one of our USPs, or we think as our USP, we are one of the only engineering supplier who is really able to develop complete vehicles, from design, from the first idea to SOP, and with a complete competence for vehicle development as well as powertrain development. And especially in the world of battery electrical vehicle, you need these 2 competences combined, because the powertrain is now an integral part of the complete vehicle. So we are able to do everything for our customers. But when we got in contact with our valued Egypt customer, ElNasr, we found out that even the competence and the resources of FEV are not enough for a really great program like the first Egyptian battery electrical vehicle. So we formed a consortium or a group together with Infocore, who are supporting us for the Team Center and the Siemens software products, and EBZ, who are responsible for the manufacturing engineering. And here, on this slide, you see how the work share now is between our FEV group with Infocore and EBZ, our customer ElNasr, and the vehicle OEM. But because we want to come very fast to the market, so we need an OEM who can support us with components who are already available on the shelf to be very fast on the market. And now I want to give the word to Mr. Hani Koli, who will give you more information about the story and the background of the Egyptian automotive industry and of ElNasr.
Okay, good afternoon, gentlemen. My name is Hani Koli. I'm CEO of NASCO, ElNasr automotive company in Egypt. This is the first manufacturer in Egypt for the vehicles. We established in 1959. It's a very old company actually. We started with Fiat as a start, as a CKD assembler, and step by step we start to increase the localization ratio as well. So I will tell you first the story of NASCO, then I will give some focus on how we are going now and what's our image for the new strategy for the Go Green initiative in Egypt. We start to be very keen about adopting of and electrification most of the vehicle in Egypt. So far, our company in the same area since starting. Our area is around 500,000 square meter, established in 1959, and it's located south to Cairo, around 25 kilometers from Cairo. So since starting we start to assemble the vehicles. Here is a little bit story from 1964, and I will give you for the next slides what kind of product here. It's very old style, of course. I think it's became now historical. We like actually steel in our exhibition, but anyway, this is telling the story of moving and the new vehicles which we produced in Egypt since that time. At that time also Egypt, NASCO is the only manufacturer for the automotive in Egypt, but in 1984 we start to open for private sectors to introduce their cars. Then General Motors and Nissan and the other vehicles came later. But at that time, for more than 30 years, NASCO is only the producer for the vehicle in Egypt. Come back for this. Here you find that 2023 we stopped the factory in 2010, I think. So then about 2 years ago, the government's thinking for revive NASCO and restart again. So under the umbrella of Go Green and electrification, everything, we selected the vehicle to be an electric vehicle. And this is the first introduction of electric vehicle in all Africa and Middle East as well. And we will be, inshallah, the first in Egypt. So far, and it's very important thing that we have, I think, very good chance to not only to manufacture to Egypt, but also to utilize our FTA agreement among all Africa and Middle East. We have a lot of FTA agreement actually covering all Africa and covering all Middle East, covering all Europe, Europe nation, and also covering Turkey and some of the other American, Latin, and so on. It's not so well activated, especially for the vehicles, because we are not good so far, not good producers for the vehicles. But for the electric vehicle, I think we will have a very big and good opportunity to export our vehicle there, especially that we have FTA agreement. So our infrastructure for the manufacturer seems good, based on our knowledge all over the world. We have more than 500 feeding industry in Egypt, covering most of the important parts required for the vehicle assembly and vehicle manufacturing, except of course battery and some of the motor and electric devices. Therefore, we thought that it's important to have a partner who knows and who can cover this area, especially it's missed in Egypt. So we start to looking for our partner here. So we know, of course, starting with Mr. Ihsan as Infocore, and to give us more information about the available consultant we can rely on to build up our vehicles. So we come finally to FEV, and we discover their facility actually and capability to build up our vehicles. So as soon as we have, of course, a very limited time, and we would like to start next year, 23. We already built up our project program with FEV, and we got the OEM, which are going to help us to supply chain management and to find suppliers who's actually producing vehicles. So, of course, accordingly, we think that we should to have our own car based on that, but we are going to utilize some of the parts which are currently produced. This is in order to cover all the supply chain managements. Then we covered all of that, remaining the important thing, which is certification and testing, and including, of course, parts development. So we rely also in FEV for this issue. Also in order to organize finally the important thing, which is our factory, after renovate all our factory, and we set up our production line there. So of course we are very happy to learn about BLM system and to learn about also team center. Not too much customer in Egypt actually, especially for the car maker or assembler, are using this system. Now it's became famous. A lot of people learned about that. Our engineer will come to Germany, I think, after some weeks to have a training in application of BLM, and it will be in FEV, inshallah. This is in order to prepare ourselves for starting of the production. Come back for the important thing, how is Egypt is preparing for such a Go Green initiative. Actually, Egypt governmental initiative actually is initiated for the foster local business and keep pace with the global trend for electrification. This will not only go for the four-wheel driver, but also are going to three-wheel vehicles and two-wheels vehicles. So it's a very big project actually. In order also to cover this, government is very keen about establishing the infrastructure like charging piles and so on. Also, we established already a company for install chargers everywhere. We don't have enough charging piles so far because the electric vehicles only has about 1% from the total demand. But we are looking to have after 3 years to move up to 12 to 15% from the local market. And I think we will have a chance as an ElNasr state company to be the first and the leader for introducing the electric vehicle in Egypt, inshallah. We also preparing ourselves by subsidy for the local, and I think we are doing the same what the world are doing now for preparing the customer to accept the electric vehicles by infrastructure and teaching and educate the people and how it is it's very much actually advantage better than, of course, the ICE vehicles. And this kind of electrifications, of course, we know, all of us know how it reflecting finally for the overall economic situation and the environmental situation everywhere. So thank you very much for hearing me, and really I have the honor, of course, to giving this to having this opportunity to introduce our project. We have a very good progress now, and we are about to have a final agreement with our OEM partner, with a big support from FEV and Infocore. Hope that Team Center and BLM will helping us. We also having a lot of learning about that, and we are seeing a lot of opportunity actually after adoption such a system to have a very disciplined operation inside our factory and controlling all resources in order to have a success operation. Thank you very much.
Thank you very much, Mr. Hani. I always tell Mr. Hani that Egyptians made pyramids. They can also build cars, and I think they will get there because they are in very good hands with engineering from Germany and software and solutions coming from Siemens and Infocore. I will not take too long, but I just wanted to present to you what we are offering NASCO in that aspect. We are really going stage by stage because they have the four-wheeler plan, they have the three-wheeler, they have the commercial vehicle plan. Yeah, we are starting with the basis Team Center and NX, which will be their engineering platform. We want to extend this because they have the OEM coming in, the partner OEM. The FEV is working, there are other suppliers like EBZ. The big question is how do they talk to each other, right? And this is where we are bringing in supplier collaboration from Siemens, which will bring all the partners together for NASCO. FEV is let's say they are one of the most innovative companies I worked with, and they've been pushing us. We really want the latest. So they have their Team Center system also from us, and they were probably the first ones in automotive who are adopting everything on cloud. So they already have their Team Center running on Amazon, supported by Infocore. Again, we brought everything there. If you see this, these are the three phases what we have planned for them. The first phase, if we call PLM Start, where we have the platform, Team Center, NX, everything. I think you all know about what Team Center can offer. The second phase is very crucial, where we will focus on supplier collaboration, which we started now. We are focusing on quality because His Excellency Hisham Tawfiq, the Minister, he emphasized very clearly quality is very important. They really want to bring this product to the world. Yeah, so we are focusing on quality as the next topic, along with supplier collaboration. And the third part is when we bring in things like material compliance, which is required for them to export. Yeah, so the other main offering from Siemens, and also most importantly testing. So this which area which FEV will support them absolutely on Siemens platform. So in a nutshell, this is what we wanted to present to you. I hope you like this exciting story we had today. If there are any questions, we are open to take them now or even later. Thank you very much and have a nice day.